Welcome, everyone, to our journey through time and wisdom. Today, we're diving into the life and teachings of one of history's most remarkable figures, Miyamoto Musashi. A legendary swordsman, artist, and philosopher from feudal Japan, Musashi's legacy extends far beyond the battlefield. In his later years, Musashi penned the Book of Five Rings, a text that has inspired countless individuals across various walks of life. But there's a lesser-known work of his, titled The Way of Walking Alone, or Dokudo, which offers 21 profound principles for living. These aren't just ancient sayings. They're timeless wisdom that can guide us even in today's fast-paced world. In this video, we're going to explore these 21 principles and see how they can apply to our lives. Whether you're looking to improve your mindset, navigate life's challenges, or just seek some ancient wisdom, you're in the right place. So let's embark on this journey together and uncover the timeless insights of Miyamoto Musashi's The Way of Walking Alone. Miyamoto Musashi's Dokudo, Way of Walking Alone, consists of 21 precepts, which he wrote a week before he died in 1645. These principles reflect his philosophy and approach towards life. Welcome to the first principle of Miyamoto Musashi's The Way of Walking Alone. Accept everything just the way it is. This short yet powerful statement is more than just advice. It's a way of embracing life with open arms. Imagine life as a flowing river. When we try to fight against the current, we often find ourselves struggling and exhausted. But what if we choose to flow with the river instead? Accepting everything just as it is means recognizing that life, in all its complexity, has its rhythm and reasons. It's about understanding that not everything is within our control. This principle doesn't mean we should give up on making positive changes or stop striving for better. Instead, it's about finding peace in the present moment, whatever it may hold. It teaches us to embrace both the good and the challenging, to find balance and strength in acceptance. By adopting this mindset, we become more resilient. We learn to navigate life's ups and downs with a sense of calm and clarity. It's not about being passive. It's about being profoundly present and engaged with life as it unfolds. So, as we move forward, let's remember Musashi's words. Accept everything just the way it is. Let it be a reminder to stay grounded, open, and ready for whatever comes our way. Now, let's explore the second principle from Miyamoto Musashi's teachings. Do not seek pleasure for its own sake. This principle might sound a bit strict at first, but let's break it down to see the profound wisdom it holds. In our lives, it's easy to chase after things that give us immediate joy or satisfaction. Whether it's indulging in our favorite foods, spending hours on entertainment, or buying things we don't really need, we often look for quick hits of happiness. But Musashi challenges us to think deeper. Seeking pleasure for its own sake is like chasing a shadow. It's fleeting, and often, once we catch it, we realize it doesn't give us the lasting fulfillment we thought it would. Musashi isn't telling us to avoid joy or deny ourselves the good things in life. Instead, he's urging us to find pleasure in things that are meaningful and enriching. This principle encourages us to invest our time and energy into activities and pursuits that not only bring us joy but also contribute to our growth, our well-being, and the well-being of others. It's about finding a deeper kind of satisfaction, one that comes from personal development, meaningful work, and genuine connections with others. So, when we think about pleasure, let's think about the kind that builds us up, not just in the moment, but in the long run. Let's seek joy that's not just about instant gratification, but about making a positive impact on our lives and the lives of those around us. Become acquainted with every art sign. Here, Musashi encourages us to broaden our horizons. Learning about various fields, whether it's art, science, or literature, enriches our understanding and creativity. It's about being curious and open to new experiences and knowledge. Know the ways of all professions. This principle is about respect and understanding for all types of work. By appreciating different professions, we can learn valuable lessons and skills that apply to our own lives. It's about seeing the interconnectedness of all fields. Distinguish between gain and loss in worldly matters. Musashi teaches us to evaluate our choices carefully, understanding what truly matters. This principle reminds us to focus on what genuinely benefits our lives and to avoid being swayed by fleeting or superficial gains. I'll develop intuitive judgment and understanding for everything so. This is about cultivating a deep understanding and intuition, Musashi suggests that beyond learning and knowledge, there's a deeper level of understanding that comes from experience and reflection. It's about trusting your intuition to guide you. Must reeve those things which cannot be seen. Musashi is pointing to the unseen. Emotions, motivations, the undercurrents of situations. This principle encourages us to look beyond the obvious and understand the deeper aspects of life and relationship. As we explore these principles, think about how they apply to your life. Can you see areas where being more honest with yourself could bring clarity? Or perhaps a skill you've been wanting to master but haven't dedicated time to? Each of these principles offers a pathway to not just understanding Musashi's wisdom, but to understanding ourselves better. Remember, these teachings are centuries old, yet they hold profound relevance in our modern lives. As we move through these principles, consider how they can be integrated into your daily routine for a more fulfilled and purposeful life. Let's continue our exploration of Miyamoto Musashi's timeless principles. Each of these next 7 principles carries a profound message relevant to our everyday lives. Nothing that is of no use. Musashi's 8th principle teaches us the value of purposeful action. It encourages us to question the utility of our actions. Are we spending time on things that truly matter to us, or are we caught up in unproductive habits? This principle reminds us to focus on actions that enrich our lives and discard those that don't serve any purpose. Do not regret what you have done. Regret can be a heavy burden, holding us back from moving forward. Musashi advises us to own our past decisions and learn from them instead of dwelling on them. This principle is about embracing life as a continuous learning journey, where every experience, good or bad, contributes to our growth. Never be jealous. Jealousy can cloud our judgment and hinder our personal progress. Musashi's wisdom here is about focusing on our path and achievements rather than comparing ourselves with others. By appreciating our unique journey, we foster a sense of contentment and self-worth. To never let yourself be saddened by a separation. Life is full of comings and goings. Musashi teaches us to accept separations as a natural part of life. Whether it's people, jobs, or phases of life, this principle reminds us to embrace change and the new opportunities it brings, rather than lingering on what we've left behind. Resentment and complaint are appropriate neither for oneself nor others. Holding on to resentment or constantly complaining can be toxic. This principle encourages us to adopt a more positive and proactive approach to life's challenges. It's about seeking solutions and learning from difficulties instead of dwelling on them. Do not let yourself be guided by the feeling of lust or love. Musashi isn't telling us to avoid love or passion, but to not be blindly led by them. This principle is about maintaining balance and not losing sight of our goals and responsibilities due to intense emotions. In all things have no preferences, and this principle teaches us the power of adaptability and open-mindedness. By not clinging to preferences, we become more flexible and resilient in the face of life's uncertainties. It's about being open to new experiences and viewpoints, which enrich our understanding and broaden our perspectives. As we delve into each of these principles, think about their relevance in your life. How often do we engage in actions that don't add value, or let jealousy and resentment cloud our judgment? Consider how adopting Musashi's teachings can lead to a more balanced and fulfilling life. Stay tuned as we continue to uncover the remaining principles and their profound impact on our journey of self-improvement and personal growth. We've come to the final stretch of our journey through Miyamoto Musashi's profound principles. Each of these last 7 offers unique insights into leading a more balanced and meaningful life. Be indifferent to where you live. Musashi teaches us the importance of adaptability. The essence of this principle is to find contentment and peace regardless of our physical surroundings. Whether in luxury or simplicity, what matters most is our inner state and the way we approach life, not the external environment. Do not pursue the taste of good food. This principle goes beyond just food. It's about not being controlled by fleeting pleasures. Musashi encourages us to enjoy life's pleasures, but not become obsessed with them. It's about finding a healthy balance and not letting our desires dictate our action. Do not hold on to possessions you no longer need. Here Musashi speaks to the virtue of simplicity and letting go. This principle is about decluttering our lives. not just physically but also emotionally and mentally. By releasing what no longer serves us, we make room for new experiences and do not act following customary beliefs. Musashi urges us to think independently, not to be swayed by societal norms or traditions without questioning their relevance to our lives. This principle encourages critical thinking and making decisions based on our understanding and beliefs. Do not collect weapons or practice with weapons beyond what is useful. While this was literal advice for a samurai, for us it can mean not to overburden ourselves with skills or tools that don't serve our purpose. It's about focusing on what is truly useful and necessary for our goals and discarding the rest. Third death, a profound principle that teaches us to embrace life fully. Musashi's wisdom here is about living boldly without the fear of death overshadowing our actions. It's about recognizing the impermanence of life and making the most of the time we have. Do not seek to possess either goods or fiefs for your old age. This final principle speaks to living in the present and not being overly concerned with accumulating wealth or possessions for the future. It's about finding a balance between planning for the future and living fully in the present moment. As we conclude our exploration of these 21 principles, reflect on how they can be woven into the fabric of your daily life. Musashi's teachings are not just philosophical concepts. They are practical guidelines that can lead us toward a life of discipline, focus, and inner peace. Each principle, in its own way, challenges us to look within and strive for personal growth and understanding. Thank you for joining me on this enlightening journey through the way of walking alone. I hope these principles inspire you as much as they have inspired countless others through the ages. Remember, the path to mastering life's challenges is a continual process of learning and self-reflection. But may Musashi's wisdom guide you on your path.